right. It looks like our next character to get an Omicron update is a bit random. It's Luminara. I remember way back, several years back, Luminara was actually like in the meta. Remember, she was a pain in the dick because her heal was a decent heal. I'm sure it's trash now. Nobody uses her anymore. But at the time, it was like she was a pain in the butt to get around. So maybe this Omicron will kind of at least temporarily bring her back to what she used to be. So anyways, let's get into it. It says old final text. Which move is this actually? What is this on? Each ally recovers health equal to 45% of Luminara Unduli's max health. Okay, maybe this is her heal. Plus an additional 20% of her max health on the start of their next 2 turns. New final text. All that nonsense. Oh wait, no. It's a bit different. Each ally recovers health equal to 45% on Luminara Unduli's max health and gains a stack of heal over time for 2 turns that recovers health equal to 20% of Luminara's max health. Now, while in Grand Arenas, dispel all the buffs on allies. Allies gain tenacity up for 2 turns. There's something about Jedis with tenacity. Anyways, Yoda does tenacity. Isn't there another one that's all about tenacity? I feel like there is. I'm just drawing a blank. So, the usual Jedi nonsense, tenacity. And Luminara Unduli gains 50 speed for 2 turns. Stacks of heal over time gained from this ability trigger whenever any heal over time from this ability... Wait, what? Stacks of heal over time gained from this ability trigger whenever any heal over time from this ability triggers. What does that mean? Limit once per turn. And whenever they trigger, they also recover 20% protection. While allies have a stack of heal over time from this ability, they have plus 100% critical avoidance and are immune to turn meter reduction. Whenever a stack of heal over time from this ability is dispelled, reduce the cooldown of this ability by 1. Other allies with protection up can't gain these bonuses. With protection up, can't gain these bonuses? Okay. And these stacks of heal over time expire on other allies who gain protection up. And these stacks of heal over time expire on other allies who gain protection up. Wait, what? So if you end up getting protection up, you lose your heal over times, and then you lose all that other bonus stuff too. 100% critical avoidance and stuff. It's kind of weird. So here's what I'm thinking. First off, Qui-Gon, he has a pretty solid Grand Arena. I mean, Grand Arena. Never mind. Grand Arena Omicron. So maybe putting her with him. Yeah, you got a 2-man team right there with Omicron. That could be juicy. Plus, actually, all the characters, when Qui-Gon's killed, everybody gains like a massive amount of boosts and stuff, and that could actually help. Her health would go way up, which means now 20% of her health would be a lot, so that could actually be really good. As far as this itself, though, I mean, doesn't really seem that juicy. Okay, she gains 50 speed. Cool. It's not like she's some big hitter that you need her to be going hard on. You know what I mean? Like, oh, good, she's gonna get more turns. And let's see, tenacity up. I mean, just throw a Yoda in your team. We already have that anyways. I guess dispelling debuffs is pretty cool. Debuffs can be a pain in the cock, so you get rid of all those, and now you're in a better standing. And then plus 100% critical avoidance. I don't care about that. Every single time I get a mod that has that as the primary, I sell it right away. So to me, that's just like, okay, cool. And they're immune to turn meter reduction. I mean, that's good, but I don't know. This is kind of like a mid-Omicron, mid-lower. It's like if it's the class rankings, you know what I mean? You got lower, upper, lower, middle, upper. And then there's lower, middle, upper of each class. This is like a upper, lower class Omicron. Like, it's just like, okay, you're getting there. However, though, with Qui-Gon, that could take it to, like, lower middle. So, there's that. Anyways, what are the comments? For the new store, okay, I don't care about that. I wish we went back to giving Omicron to characters we relicked as GL requirements. Still several less useful characters. So, here's what I think about that comment. On one hand, yes, I get it. You beefed up these characters. You might as well be able to maximize their utility by giving them the Omicrons. You have a better chance that you're going to use them. You don't want it on some weak character. But at the same time, the whole point of Omicrons was to bring new life to characters that you don't really use anymore. Same as Datacrons and all that. The stupid anything that ends with cron, basically. So, giving your Omicron, giving Omicrons to these random characters like Luminara and even Qui-Gon is actually good because it makes them a little better. Wampa's is perfect. What would you use Wampa in otherwise? He's just dark side attacker. He has no synergy. But you give him that Omicron in Grand Arena, and now he's got a home. He can go hard on destroying your opponents, soloing. I hear he's good versus GLs, but every time I try him against a GL, I lose. But still, apparently there's the potential. So, I do see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I think, I don't know. Maybe this is a good choice to put this on her, because, kind of makes her have a little bit of use. I know me, personally, I never use my Luminara. She just always hangs out on the bench. So maybe I might pull her out. Maybe this will get me to want to Zeta. Oh, what the heck's the word I'm looking for? Relic her. Jeez, all these stupid terms I got. Zetas, Omicrons, Datacrons. Relic. Ugh. But yeah. And then this last guy says, have to check it out, but I would need 3 screenshots for her new Omicron ability. Yeah, because it is kind of long, especially if you have this in portrait. It's super long looking. And in landscape, this isn't too bad, but... Anyways, as I always do, let's go over to the game just so we can see her for real and really see it on her. And, just get a feel for what an Omicron would look like on her. So let's get it. Really quick, I did just want to show this. Obviously, this is nothing special. This is exactly where I was going to originally go. But I checked the forums just to see if there was a proper article, and there was. Actually, though, while I'm looking at this, it seems like the story here is a little bit different. So let's just see what this has to say. It says, today's update adds an Omicron tier to Luminara Unduli's kit. Luminara has a new Omicron tier added to her Master Healer's Blessing, special ability for the Grand Arena game mode. This upgrade will now provide a Dispel and Tenacity up to allies, as well as speed for Luminara. Additionally, the healing over time stacks that disability grant will now recover protection when they trigger, provide critical avoidance and immunity to turn meter reduction while they are present, and if an enemy dispels them, Luminara will reduce the cooldown of this ability to get them back up quickly. While long-term players should enjoy the return of Luminara as a plug-and-play healer to their squads, note that these effects do not work on units that have protection up. Something I was just thinking? It says that it's talking about how the heal over time recovers protection. Is the heal recovering protection instead of health, or is it doing both? Did it explicitly say? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I'd rather have health or have protection. I feel like health is probably better. Anyways, whoops, let's go find her. Mine's not too bad. She is a gear 12. I know it's not that juicy anymore in the world of relic 9s and stuff, but it's not like she's sitting at gear 8. She's not completely worthless. So anyways, it's on Master's Healing Blessing. And there it is. See, and this is why that guy was saying you need to take 3 screenshots, because, it's a book and a half. You could start there, and then you have 20% protection, 2 screenshots, heal over time. Oh, there's barely a sentence there. Anyways, yeah, so that's all I got. Luminara, her, Omicron now. So, welcome to Grand Arena Omicrons. Maybe you'll be hanging out with Qui-Gon a lot more, probably again. I'm sure she did back in the day, too. Remember when Zetas... if you've been around a while, you remember when Zetas came out. And everybody was Zeta-ing their Qui-Gon first. And I'm sure she was part of that squad. So maybe she can join them again, but this time in Grand Arena. Anyways, that's it. So until next time, yeah, so see ya.